morning, Cherokee. I'm Brady Stansel.
And I'm Wes Barrett.
Wait, you're not Wes.
Dude, yes I am.
No, you're not.
Dude, go with it.
Okay, anyway, first let's talk about our weather for this week with Cole.
Dude, Cole, again? I'm so done with this corporation. I'm so done.
Hey guys, it's me again with the weather. And thank you, Brady and partially Wes.
I'm Wes Barrett.
Wait, you're not Wes.
Dude, yes I am.
No, you're not.
Dude, go with it.
Now, I know you guys just love me doing the weather for this show.
Dude, Cole, again? I'm so done with this corporation. I'm so done.
But now, let's get straight into the weather for this week. You have with the highs of 60s to the 70s throughout the day, and going and staying in the 60s through the lows of 30s throughout the night. Now today, guys, it's gonna be 80% chance of rain. And I kid you not, tomorrow, the numbers are correct. It's gonna be 90% chance of rain. 90! Now, with those 2 days being rain and all sad, but happy, we still, Friday through Sunday, have partially cloudy skies with a little bit of sun and only 10% chance of rain. Now, thank you, and this is your weather for the week. Now back to you, anchors.
Have you ever wanted to go to war, build your kingdoms, and destroy your enemies?
Chris,
Yeah?
it's just a game.
It is?
Yes!
Oh. Well, what's it about then?
Jake will tell us.
Okay.
Alright, welcome to today's games segment. Today we are going to be covering Total War Warhammer 2, the second game in the Warhammer series of Total War games. Now, what is this game, you might ask? Well, Total War Warhammer 2 is a game for PC in which you select one of a number of both classic fantasy races, such as elves or dwarves, or, people, or you select one of Games Workshop's many rather interesting groups to play as, such as vampire pirates or undead skeleton mummies. Once you have selected who you want to play as, you will embark upon a crusade to attempt to conquer the rest of the mortal realms around you, and try to expand your empire to make it as powerful as possible. Certain characters that you choose may have certain quests that they want to go on in order to unlock items or even to win your campaign. While you will be managing your empire on the campaign map, the main appeal to this game is fighting on the battlefield, in which you individually control all of your units. You'll have access to all sorts of things, from foot soldiers with axes and swords, to archers, to cavalry, to even mages or dragons or phoenixes or any other number of fantastical creatures, adding a lot of dynamic fun to the game. You will attempt to maneuver these units around and set them up in favorable engagements in order to ensure your victory. Once you have won the battle, that will advance your position in the campaign map and lead you further on your path to glory. However, this is not the only way the game can be played. You can just play the battles with your friends or even a multiplayer campaign. There are a wide variety of ways to play Total War Warhammer 2, and if you have access to a PC and enjoy any sort of fantasy storytelling or strategy games, we would highly recommend that you give Total War Warhammer 2 a try, especially because its sequel, Total War Warhammer 3, will be releasing later this year. Thank you for tuning in to today's game segment.
Godzilla! Godzilla! It's time for Godzilla. Let's go, boys.
Where's Wes? We need him.
Just go with it. He's the only replacement that we have.
Okay, but anyway, take it away, Edward.
Today, we'll be reviewing the 1954 classic, Godzilla. Godzilla, set in 1954, tells the story of Godzilla, a big old lizard who wreaks havoc on Tokyo City once he's awoken by nuclear testing in the South Pacific. Now, despite the lighthearted opening to the segment, the original movie was very serious, so we are going to be very serious in our handling of this movie because it does deal with things like nuclear testing and the destruction that can be caused with it.
The actual story of the film is that after a cargo ship is completely destroyed with no known survivors, eventually the Japanese government finds out about Godzilla and their first impulse to blow it up, even though at this point they are very aware of Godzilla's resistance to nuclear armaments. And every time Godzilla is mentioned in the movie, tensions fly high and no one can agree on how to handle him, and the people just end up more divided, like how Dr. Yemen wants to study the monster and learn about it and if there's more like him. But the heads of the Japanese Navy just wants Godzilla dead right that very moment, and they think they can use conventional warfare to kill him. This backfires terribly. Eventually they do defeat Godzilla, but at the cost of creating a super weapon more powerful than nuclear bombs.
Another important plot point of the movie is that there are several characters who act in foreign interest, in particular U.S. interest, by trying to censor the press around Godzilla. And this makes another point about Japan during this film's creation. You see, until the occupation of Japan ended, it was actually illegal to talk about Hiroshima or Nagasaki. And it was also illegal to make any media whatsoever on them. In fact, for years after World War II, almost every single American citizen had no idea just how destructive and how damaging these bombs were. And the movie itself is more of a horror film, in contrast to its sequels, which are literally all action movies, solely because Toho, the studio that created Godzilla, could not make a serious sequel to the film without it going back on all of its previous messaging. So, overall, we give this movie a 10 out of 10. Thanks for watching.
To celebrate National Women's Month,
Today we're going to be looking at some important women who have changed how our world works today.
This month is National Women's Month. Here are some amazing women who have changed and inspired our way of living today. First, let's start off with Marcia Lucas, who is an Oscar-winning American film editor who is most well known for her work on the early 1970s films of Martin Scorsese. Marcia Lucas won the Academy Award for Best Film Editing in 1977 for Star Wars, which was written and directed by her first husband, George Lucas. But what people don't know is that Marcia Lucas saved the Star Wars franchise. George hired British Union editor John Jimson to cut the film while they were in England. Horrified by the first rough cut, George fired Jimson and replaced him with Marcia. She was given a task to edit the Battle of Yavin sequence, in which she drastically diverted from the original scripted shot sequence. If it wasn't for Marcia, I don't think we would have the famous Star Wars quotes we use today. For our second woman, we will be talking about Mary Shelley. Mary Shelley's mother gave birth to Mary Shelley, and during this, her mother died. Her mother's name was Mary Wollstonecraft. In 1818, Mary Shelley became a famous author and the first author to write a science fiction book known as Frankenstein, or also known as The Modern Prometheus. The idea that came to making Frankenstein was when one of her friends challenged all three of them, Percy, Polidori, and her, to come up with a ghost story. As time went on, Percy went to further develop Mary's story, and then she came up with a science fiction book called Frankenstein. The last woman we will be talking about is Hedy Lamarr, who is an Austrian-American actress and performed in 30 films over 28 years of her career as an actress. Some of her famous films that she performed in were Samantha and Delilah, White Cargo, and Ecstasy and Me. She was a mother of 3 children and also had one of her films that she acted in, Ecstasy and Me, published as a book. 12 years after she started her acting career, she then invented a well-known thing called Wi-Fi. Thank you for tuning in this week on National Women's History Month.
Let's learn about the world.
Man, I'm not trying to learn about the world. I'm trying to take down every other anchor.
In time. But anyway, here's world news.
What's going on, Cherokee? It's me, Ian, and welcome to a new segment called Breaking News. I'll be breaking news. Good news, bad news, breaking news. First up, we have some bad news, some very, very bad news. Equatorial New Guinea had an explosion that killed 20 people and injured hundreds more. Very, very bad, very, very sad. Up next, we have some very, very bad news. This is the tropical rainforest. And this is it now. 2/3 of the tropical rainforest globally are gone. Chopped down, dead, gone, dead, gone. And ladies and gentlemen, we have our best news today. This is a baby gorilla. This baby gorilla was the first baby gorilla born in 16 years at the Berlin Zoo. That's right, baby gorilla in the zoo. Baby gorilla. That is all we have for this week. Thank you for watching Breaking News with your boy Ian. Breaking News. See you later.
Time to celebrate old lucky St. Patrick's Day.
Not gonna be lucky for you.
What do you mean?
I'll make sure of it. I'll make sure.
What do you mean?
Here's St. Patrick's Day.
Zach!
And now, welcome to the first ever St. Patrick's Day Trivia Show. Thank you, and welcome to the first ever St. Patrick's Day Trivia Show. I'm Blake Beckman, and these are Vinny, Evan, and Dylan. How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Alright, enough chit-chat. Let's begin with question number 1. What do the 3 leaves in the 3-leaf clover represent? A, the Father, B, the Son, C, the Holy Ghost, or D, all of the above? Vinny.
D, all of the above.
Good job, Vinny. Alright, on to question number 2. Where was St. Patrick's born? A, the United States, B, Great Britain, C, France, or D, Ireland?
Ireland.
Good job, Dylan. Now on to question number 3. The final question, which will be a hard one. What country did the first ever St. Patrick's Day parade take place? A, the United States, B, Germany, C, Great Britain, or D, Ireland?
Ireland.
Wrong, Dylan. Let's do that again.
Great Britain.
Wrong.
United States.
Good job, Vinny.
Yeah.
And the winner is Vinny. Thanks for playing, everyone, and have a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Hop in. Time for a world tour.
Welcome back, everyone. Today, on World Tour, we're going to visit Rome, Italy. It is said that the city was founded by the twins Romulus and Remus on April 21st, 753 BC. The city's actual founding date was the 1st century BC. The city's origins remain a mystery even to this day. Now let's see what Rome has to offer. Stop by the Borghese Gallery and Museum, a huge art gallery where you can see the art dating back to the Renaissance. Next is the Pyramid of Cestius, the one and only Egyptian pyramid in the continent of Europe. And here is the famous Roman Colosseum, the largest ancient amphitheater ever built, and is still standing to this day, despite how old it is. Next, we have the Trevi Fountain. The fountain was designed by Nicola Slavi, and has appeared in films such as Roman Holiday, 3 Coins in the Fountain, and so many more. Finally, we have reached the Villa d'Este, a 16th century villa famous for its terraced hillside Italian Renaissance garden and fountains. Now, we don't have time to see all the landmarks in Rome, but if you ever want to go to Europe, be sure Rome is on your mind. We give this destination a 4.8 out of 5. See you later, everyone.
Warrior track and field, boys and girls, have had a great start to the season.
Boys won the relay relays, and the girls tied for first at relay relays, competing against 12 other teams. For boys, Adarius Harshaw winning long jump and 100-meter dash in many meets. Court Piscota won the high jump relay. Jacob Rasmussen putting up lots of points in discus and shot put, winning the shot put last weekend. Dom DeLillo leading our distance athletes in many events. For the girls, Tony Warren, first time ever high jumping, won the high jump at relay relays. Girls won the 4x800, Lily Sokola, Ellie Sims, Maya Thomas, and Lexi Pavias. Saturday at relay relays, girls set several new school records. Girls won the distance medley relay and broke the school record. Those athletes included Lexi Pavias, Skylar Harrelson, Ellie Sims, and Lily Sokola. Girls broke the sprint medley relay record Saturday at relay relays. Those athletes included Skylar Harrelson, Hannah Harris, Tara Parks, and Haley Donnelly. Skylar Harrelson first in long jump and breaking her own school record and the Cherokee County record. Way to go, Warriors.
Well, this has been CHS News. Remember to follow us on Instagram at warrior_news.
Follow us at Twitter at CHS News Tweets.
And subscribe our YouTube channel at CHS News Warrior Style. Have a great day.
Dang, Brady. No. Have a wonderful day, y'all.